Well, good afternoon. Monday afternoon, been here a couple of days now. Nothing to report in terms of fish on the bank. We've had a couple of occurrences on one of the rods. So yeah, it's been fishing quite hard really, I think. We've got on the, well, spot wise I suppose. Let's say spot wise, you don't have a spot, you have like an area. So that far left corner there, there's a couple of kilos of bait. So far I've got through about 10 kilos so far on 2 rods. So yeah, a couple of kilos of bait over there, and then it looks like it's straight, that bank, but it isn't. That's a bay there. So you've got that wooden hut, and in front of that's like a bit of a bay to the end of the reeds there. That's about sort of 8, 9 foot uniform, nothing spectacular, but again baited with a couple of, well, all told now, 5 kilo of bait I suppose. But I've had 2 occurrences on that. Then in the middle rod there's like a little tiny alcove in one of those reed sets, just to the left of that other wooden hut. I've had nothing on that, but it's a tiger nut. I'll probably leave that for a while. The idea is to go out every morning. It's a bit weird, but you get used to it. Every morning, go out, rebait, sort of, make sure everything's okay. There's a lot of bream and rudd and little roach and bits and pieces nibbling away at your baits. Dickie's got a couple on that far margin over there. It's just redoing with the tiger. My 4th rod is just all on its own up against that far margin. I've redone that this morning because I think something went right, and I went back out there this morning. You're tightening down your lines at this distance with mono, and it's I've popped it off the spot, so redone that one. And then Dickie's been playing around in open water with this wonderful bit of kit with a GPS system on it. It's awesome. Just go out, drop it, just to a point, goes out there, does it all for you. It's brilliant. We've seen a lot of fish moving in right up in that corner, far corner by the T-bar thing, and then this but sort of right on the peripheral of us really, as far as you can go. A lot of fish showing. We've only been fishing it's Monday, just over 24 hours now, I'd say. It's still early, you're not going to get sort of 10, 15 fish a day here, but what you do get could be a special one. So yeah, it's pretty comfy. We've got this hut thing, a wooden cabin thing with a stainless steel table in there. Yeah, I'll show you. Little bits and pieces. It's just so we can sort of store stuff in here, out the weather. And then I'm sort of set up on the left, Dickie's on the right. Yeah, it's comfy, so you can see what's such a popular swim. And you got all that, single bank sticks would have been better really, rather than sort of setting it up on, posh little buzz bars and stuff. But yeah, you got all this. It's awesome. Yeah, it's a fantastic swim. But yeah, here's hoping. Let's bag one of these whackers. Right, yeah, Monday afternoon. Good morning. Another morning. Of course it is. Right, it's Wednesday morning now. Got a bit of a spring in my step because I had one yesterday. £26, that was all, but it was a take. So that was off that in that bay to the right of that little hut on the far bank there. Not that one, but that one. Yeah, I've been going out every morning, putting in a couple of kilo of bait every morning, 24 millers. I've had a couple of bream and a pike, stuck with it, and then it sort of tore off yesterday. So yeah, that was good fun. And then this morning I had another take, and unfortunately it took me straight into those reeds. It is what it is. You never know what it's going to be. Let's say it's going to be a 15-pounder stocky. There you go. Makes me feel better. But at least I know that it's what we're doing is working. I've had nothing off that far bank, that little rod down there. Luke fished yesterday from obviously off his lawn, fished right up, and he had I think 2 fish, 3 takes, something like that. Anyway, so Dickie's gone down there for the day to give it a go from that bank. So yeah, pretty much the same where when I was watching what Luke was doing yesterday. I mean, it's his lake, he knows exactly all his spots, and you know the fish have been showing down there. So yeah, so Dickie's out there today fishing where Luke was yesterday. Hopefully he'll pick a couple up. So yeah, I'm on my own today. If I get a take, I've got to ring Dickie or Luke or something. I don't know what's going on, but I'm on my own. He's supposed to fish in pairs, you see. So Luke will be, because he's on the lawn. So I should imagine Luke will come round and help us out if I get one. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be another day, another glorious day. No, yeah. So right, anyway, yeah, Wednesday morning. Wednesday late afternoon, early evening, I suppose. I don't know, it's about 6 o'clock, something like that. Yeah, Dickie's had a result. He had a 52 something, I think, earlier on. It's still there. This, I think, from, it wasn't like in the corner on the far bank. I think it was actually over where he was fishing from here. So yeah, that's a bit of encouraging. Whether he's going to go back there tomorrow, I don't know. It's a bit of a quandary here, really, because I've had another bream off of that open water, that bay spot over there, which is frustrating. So I've had to quickly put it back out there on my own. I shouldn't have done, really. And I've just had a roach on this one here. Hence, this is all up here. I've invested in that spot, but I don't catch roach and bream all week. You know, so, and yeah, I've seen fish down in this corner, but I've had a bait down there. Surprise, surprise! Now I've took it out. They're showing. But on that far margin, about from this end, about 3/4 of the way along, a quarter of the way from the other end. So I'm sort of waiting for Dickie to come back so I can do that, because you can't go out in the boat on your own in case something goes off. Yeah, so I'm kind of stuck at the minute. It doesn't look like it's coming back anytime soon. You know, so yeah, but I haven't really seen anything. You know, God, somebody jump out now to prove me wrong. But I haven't seen anything. I've sort of been sitting down here, you know, watching the water and whatever. But yeah, you know. But anyway, yeah, that's Wednesday. Yeah, let's call it evening. Wednesday evening. Well, bugger me. Right, Thursday afternoon, evening maybe. Late afternoon, early evening? Yeah, we'll call it that. I had a fish off of this rod here. Happy days. Under one of those little bushes in that corner. Right, it is. Right, so we've got one dark tree, light tree, dark tree under there. Unfortunately, we've only got the one photograph of it, and we couldn't weigh it. It was covered in sores and ulcer. Yeah, bless it. It was in a bit of a mess, really. So Luke was here at the time, so I managed to get one photograph of it. And then yeah, he took it down in his boat, covered it in iodine, and put it into one of his holding tanks. You know, so yeah, it was a good thing, because bless it, was in a bit of a mess. We're going to guess at about 45, between 45 and 50, but it just, the weight's irrelevant, really. It was a known 50 as well. So I've had a day of, I was on my own again here. The sun was out. I got my boat going, a little bait boat, and what I was doing was just watching for fish. Wherever I saw a fish, sent out a PVA bag, chasing fish around all day. And I caught bream, big bream, and they're all they're all in here. Little mates. There's a bit of me that wants to let them go, but what I've been doing, chasing them around with with PVA bags. You know, because I mean, I'm sort of sitting there. If you think about it, I'm sort of sitting on here, sort of scouring the lake. I'm literally backwards and forwards like this all day. Well, not all day, but for long periods of time. And you just catch something out the corner of your eye and you think, is that a carp or is it a bream? You know, if you don't know, you might as well give it a go. So, you know, unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, they'll bream. You know, but it was fishing. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing that. So I've repositioned, still got rods out on that far margin there in that bay, redone those this morning. And then this one here is, there's a bush, so you got your telephone thingy over there, whatever it's called, and then you've got that tree on the corner, you've got like a little tiny bay to the right, and then there's a bush there. Well, I'm about a rod length off of that. It looks like a cave in the middle of it. So yeah, I'm literally just off of that. It's about 8 foot, 8-9 foot, a nice firm drop. Usual stuff, tiger nut in there. Saw fish crashing there last night, saw them again there this morning. So hopefully, yeah. I don't think Dickie's had any luck today, any joy. So I think Reckitt's on it. Yeah, oh yay, here he is. Human being, yay. So yeah, Dickie's on his way over. So yeah, we'll no doubt we'll get something going on the ones and twos. So yeah, it's our last day. I think we've got a COVID testy bollock thing. I don't know what what it's all about. But luckily we get some nurse that comes to his house. So hopefully we can just sort of go individually, get it done, and hopefully we're both okay. Sure we are. But yeah, yeah. So I've not seen anything jumping down there that I know of anyway. Not to my knowledge. I've been concentrating on from about here all the way. I've had all this to myself today. You know, that's what I've been doing. Just keep scouring the lake like that to see if, you know. Yeah, they don't give themselves away too much. So yeah, just going to enjoy a couple of snibs. I think. Yeah. So Luke looks after me rod swing when I went out and baited up, and yeah, I think he got a bit bored and made some smiley face. I know you can probably see that. Now with a bit of hair. Yeah, something different, isn't it? Right. So yeah, Reckitt's on its way. Right. Thursday afternoon, evening, I think. Yeah. Right, this is me little spot where I've been having fish from. You recognise that then, for future reference. Obviously I don't want to make too much noise. So just under that stumpy bit, that bit there, I'll say it's about 2.5–3 foot deep. I'm sort of just spreading bait along here, and obviously further up. But yeah, future reference. Look at that.
Yeah, she may go 60s.
You reckon?
Well, it's difficult to tell. It's not that wide.
It's got a hell of a depth to it, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's got some weight there.
Wow.
You know, when you get her up, look, that's a good fish.
Cool, yeah. Look at that.
It's hard to tell because that thing I had at 52 looked a lot bigger, but Luke said it was 52. But it looked bigger than this, but this looks bigger than 52 in my eyes. Look at that tiger going in and out of his gut.
Yeah.
See that?
Get on the tiger. Wow. Good morning. It's Friday morning, last day. Yeah, I had another fish in the night. Happy days from that bay rod. £36. There's about 3:30 this morning, I think it was. Thought it was a bream at first, and it ripped off. So yeah, happy days with that. And then yeah, this one here I've redone. Yeah, I put that one back out last night. Put this middle one back out this morning, and then obviously this one here. That one still over there. Dickie's back on here today. Whether he's going to be moving things around or not, I don't know. We've got to do our COVID test this morning. Yeah, the really relevant. We've been sitting on our own all week COVID test. So I don't know how much it's going to cost us. I really don't know. looking into these passenger locator forms, and it's bloody infuriating. There's nothing we can do about it, you know, we've got to do it. So but yeah, Friday morning, so yeah, we'll have a tidy up today, pat down. It looks like the weather's going to be nice, so probably sleep under the stars tonight. Yeah, so yeah, well, yeah, that's it, Friday morning. Baiting rigs, Tiger nut, size 4 Kamakura, jelly wire, and that would be attached up here. My little lead thing, well, little lead, it's a 5 ounce, no it's not, 4 ounce inline lead. No leader, no nothing, little drop off system. Nice long hair, sharp hook. Yeah. Does the bizzo, that does. Right, just a footnote, you may have noticed that that's the clubhouse all the way over there. So to go backwards and forwards to Brownout on the push bike all the way around like that, and up this spit and then to there. But also, obviously, every now and then we need a piss, and you'll notice one thing. On the side of the hut, because obviously, you know, most lads, oh, if I'll piss down there, and of course the next guy comes in and it stinks. So if you want to piss, you down there and use a tree. Brilliant. Friday evening last night, we were treated. What the fuck?
Check them babies out.
That's what you need. Some Reckitt socks. Individual. How the hell do they fit you? Yeah, the new quarter socks. There you go. Quarter compact socks. Fit your toes in as well. So yeah, we had, right, yeah, bless him, Luke came round tonight with, okay, it's not the best of things. So we had, was it cottage pie or shepherd's pie? Cottage pie. Lovely, absolutely. Yeah, really, really nice. Cut the breadsticks as well, cut the snibs. And then we've just, yeah, sort of just seeing the trip out with a bottle of, well, you can read that, see what you make of it. And yeah, a 2-bottle one of them. Lovely. So yeah, we had the target of a 50-pounder each, and we did it. I managed to, obviously the photographs of it later on, but yeah, managed to get a 56.4 or 56 and a bit. Lovely mirror. And then the other highlight as well was going across after that and dousing up the fish that I caught yesterday. Cover it in iodine, and you give it another injection of this stuff, put this powder on it. The powder looked like when you watch like these war films, Band of Brothers, and they put powdered morphine on a wound. It was like that, just covered the whole fish in it. And then when we put it back, so it's swimming around out here now, all covered up, injected up as well. Yeah, so it's another level. And the other bonus, we don't have to be off until, because we've got freight, we don't have to be off until, well, we can leave here about 10:30. We don't have to be off until about midday, something like that. So we've, you know, long gone are the days of getting up at stupid o'clock and reeling in, you know, and whatever. Look at them, look. Funky feet. Brilliant. So yeah, we'll have a couple of snibs tonight, see the weekend, the week out. Yeah, so anyway, well, never know, might get another one tonight. If not, so be it. That's it. Right, Friday night. Good morning. Saturday morning, pack-up day. This time round though, it's a Carlsberg Saturday day, because that man there has just had a 55-pound 8 mirror. One hell of a bulldog of a mirror. Right on pack down. That was about 20 past 6 this morning. So we're just in the throes of sorting out pictures and got to get the kettle on. How good is that? The little mat thing nearly floated away, which was quite funny. Luckily it never got caught in that ripple and shot down the other end of the lake, but yeah, So wow, yeah, 55.8 on his long rod, all the way down there, as far as you can keep going. And when you know further, you need to keep going again. It was a long way away. No, happy days. The sun's just coming up over there. Look at that. So yeah, partner. But like with this time round, we've got, because we're freight, we haven't got no rush to get there. We don't have to be around to Luke's until about 10:30. Plenty of time to get everything dry, clean down. Yeah, it's good. Long gone are those days of waiting for Hunty to come around the track and get your bed out, then your buckets out, and your kit out. Oh, before it's even got light. Only to sit there in the clubhouse while he sits there talking to some people, and we're just sitting there with our thumbs in our mouths. Right, anyway, Saturday morning. £55.8.